Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to change the spark plugs in a 2004 Toyota Prius. Since the Prius didn't change much between 2004 and 2009, this process should be the same or at least very similar for all those model years. Tools you need include a socket wrench, a 10mm socket in various extensions, a 5/8 inch spark plug socket, 4 iridium spark plugs, anti-seize lubricant, dielectric grease, and some patience. The process takes about 30 to 40 minutes in real time. It's a bit of a pain because you have to remove some stuff before you can access the spark plugs. The first things you need to take off is this relay block. It's held in place by two 10mm bolts, one to each side. Once you have the relay block off, you remove the air filter assembly. To do this, loosen the clamp that secures the air inlet hose on the left side of the assembly, then loosen the clamp under the assembly. Next, remove the 10mm bolts on the top of the assembly and lift it out of the way. Now you have access to all 4 spark plugs. It's a little tight in here, so you'll probably find yourself using a variety of extensions over the next couple of steps. You have to remove one 10mm bolt from each wire. It's also a good idea to take these out one at a time so you don't risk dropping something in there. The spark plugs I'm using are iridium spark plugs that come pre-gapped for this specific year, make, and model. The gap might be different for your car, so be sure to ask an expert which plug is right for you when you get your spark plugs. To take the used spark plug out, pull the ignition coil off and set it aside. Put the spark plug socket in the hole and turn it counterclockwise. Eventually the old plug comes out. You can see this old spark plug has a lot of gunk built up where it sparks. To get the new plug ready, put a dab of dielectric grease on the end that isn't threaded, then put the spark plug in the socket wrench and squeeze out some anti-seize lube on the threaded end. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to coat the threads. Then put the plug back into the hole where the old one came out and tighten it down. Some people use a torque wrench when putting the plug back in. If you have one, definitely use it. I don't have one, and if you don't have one, you can still do this. Just when you put it back in, don't tighten the crap out of it. Anyway, you repeat this process for all of the spark plugs. On the 4th plug, I have to remove this wire that connects to the ignition coil. Simply raise the little tab and unplug it. That'll give you access to pull the whole thing out like you're supposed to. Once the last plug is installed, put everything back in and reconnect the wire. Now we're almost done. We just need to put the air filter assembly back on, reinstall the relay block, and you're good to go. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my oil change video as well, and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day.